that we have our collaborators here. That's the Christian Service University, the Ghana Education Service, the Ashanti Regional Students Representative Council, Joy Learning, Joy Prime, the Conference of Heads of Assisted Senior High Schools, and of course, our proud sponsors. And so you are, would like to say thank you once again for joining us. We have seen the end of contest 7, but now we are moving to contest 8, and contest 8 is between Gyamfi Senior High School and Anglican Senior High School Kumasi. Now these two schools are going to battle it out on the motion code. Social media is a curse in disguise. We have Gyamfi arguing for the motion and Anglican Senior High School arguing against the motion. And so let's have a conversation with our friends, like I call them now, and see if they will even want to relinquish their results to each other at the end of today. Let me start from Anglican Senior High School. I have this gentleman here who brought his sheet from school. What's your name, and tell us what we should expect?
Okay, my name is Dixon Ajuman, a common floor member of the WDS. Okay, so today we came with Okonfa Noche and our Naneya Santa to battle out for the some patent, and with my pink shirt here, which represent the blue, which is the sky, our limit, and the pink, which the auditorium has already been painted pink, representing victory of our being the disciples. But I want to tell you, Gyamfi people, your shoes have sizes, and most of your shoe types are posted on social media. So why would you say this shoe you're wearing? Yes, maybe must know your corrections. Thank you.
Okay, don't know where Dixon will stay with you. And this lady from Gyamfi also brought a bed. You people plan to do this today?
Please, my name is Akiaka Timakwachi, the head girl of Gyamfi Senior High School, and I'm also a WDS member. And we are here to show Anglican Kumasi that we are more than sports. Okay, we can do more than that, and we are here to show them that we are winning today.
All right, thank you so much. Let me speak to your patron. What did you bring from Jamasi today, Gyamfi?
Thank you very much. My name is Ernest Osei, the SRC patron of Gyamfi Senior High School. As she said, we are well prepared for today's contest. We know cars, they will come hard at us, and we are also prepared for them. We are also going to go hard at them, and at the end of the contest, we believe that we shall be crowned the winner for the 8th contest.
Okay, that's quite interesting also to know, but finally, may I take some words from you?
I am Kwachijechi Michael, a teacher at Anglican Senior High School. We bring nothing but the best. Gyamfi Senior High, watch out, because Anglican Senior High School is the school to beat in this competition. Thank you.
Okay, so thank you so much for still joining us on Love 99.5 FM, on Joy Prime, and also on Joy Debate. It's a leading debate competition in Ghana where we give the younger ones a voice on issues of national interest. David, I'm taking it away to you, but remember that if you drop a comment on social media, because we're going to talk about social media more, remember the hashtag is LUVFMHSD.
Well, thank you very much, Patricia Amabonsu. Ladies and gentlemen, in this beautiful auditorium here at the Christian Service University, a round of applause for Patricia Amabonsu. And of course, your colleague students and your patrons who spoke to us a while ago. So not too long ago, a representative from Menzoya spoke to us, and he assured each and every member in this auditorium that he was going to get you something from Menzoya. If you have yours in your hand, just raise it for the cameras to pick it up. If you have it, oh, okay. Almost everybody has something from Menzoya. We're glad, and we say thank you very much, Menzoya. At this point in time, like Patricia mentioned, we're doing this in collaboration with the GES Ashanti, with Ashanti Regional SRC, with, of course, CHAS, and our beautiful hosts, the Christian Service University College. Christian Service University, sorry. A round of applause for all these partners of ours. Oh, you can do better with the applause, trust me. You can do better. That's the spirit. Thank you very much. At this point in time, it's my singular honor to also mention some of our key sponsors and say thank you to them. One is Yas Toothpaste. Now, they are offering a complete oral health solution with 3 variants. The Yas Total Care, the Yas Whitening, and the Yas Herbal. It's formulated to protect against cavities, both tooth decay, plaques, and bad breath, while also promoting a brighter smile, healthy gums, and stronger teeth for maximum protection. Use Yas toothpaste with Yas toothbrushes, which are available nationwide. Yas, caring brand for a caring family. Jackson University College is also one of our proud sponsors. We say a big thank you to the Jackson University College. Now, the Jackson Institute of Innovation and Leadership is also available. Now, in partnership with the British Council, the IELTS and the IDP, they're offering IELTS tuition in Ghana for those aiming to work or study abroad. They provide in-person and, of course, online classes. Jill also has a study in Quebec, Canada program for English fluent or French learning children aged between 5 to 15. Now, they assist with documentation and offer flexible rates. Find their campus at number 4 Jackson Street. That's at Aiduase near KNUST. Email address is len@jill.edu.gh, and you can also visit www.jill.edu.gh. The H&H 4-in-1 Gary Mix. Now, if you're looking for a quick, tasty, and satisfying snack, H&H 4-in-1 Gary Mix is your perfect answer. Now, this popular choice features crispy Gary, creamer, roasted groundnuts, and sugar. Just add water, preferably Verna mineral water, and stir. And there you have some delicious snack. H&H has added H&H chocolate malt Gary soakings and the H&H soya Gary soakings to the family. Grab these affordable H&H Gary Mix products in shops nationwide. H&H 4-in-1 Gary Mix, the perfect mix of crunch, flavor, and fun. Now, let me now tell you about the Pan-Africa Bank, EcoBank. Now, many Ghanaians are unaware of essential emergency numbers, including those for financial crisis. However, EcoBank has introduced a new money emergency number, *770#. Now, this service provides instant access to crucial financial services like loans, fund transfers, utility payments, airtime, and data purchases. Now, even without an internet connection, dial *770# today and get immediate financial assistance. EcoBank, like I mentioned, is the Pan-African Bank. Now, Bomva Stores is also one of our proud sponsors. Bomva Stores is your reliable partner for travel, work, or study abroad aspirations. They provide extensive services like visa assistance, hotel and flight bookings, guided tours, corporate travels, and school excursions. With over 10 years experience, they make travel documentation and consultation stress-free. Bomvas also has paid internships in Japan for IT students and hospitality jobs in the USA, Spain, and France. Locate them near Victory Baptist Church at Aija or visit www.bomvastores.com. Bomvas Tours, the joy of tourism. Christian Service University. And at this point in time, I just want to pause and ask you to put your hands together for this beautiful university. They are hosting us, and they've been hosting us for the past 7 years. Now, Christian Service University is admitting students for the 2025-2026 academic year. Undergraduate and master's programs are offered at CSU with morning, evening, and weekend schedules. CSU provides half scholarship to prospective students with an aggregate of 6 to 15. Locate CSU at Star Junction, Santase. Visit csu.edu.gh for admissions and other enquiries. CSU, faith, scholarship, integrity. Ladies and gentlemen, at this point in time, I'd like to say this to you. This is an intellectual exercise. These are students from various senior high schools. Well, we have tasked them to go do research on motions and come and speak to the motion. So some schools are for the motions, others are against the motion. Now, in their presentation, they might mention your name as an individual or a person, or maybe mention the name of an institution to buttress a point. It does not mean they want to embarrass you or disgrace you. It's just for an academic exercise. Again, for the two schools who are next for the contest, Gyamfi and Anglican, take note of this. We have 3 judges. I'll be introducing the judges to you in a bit. But we have what we call the unanimous decision and a majority decision that would enable a particular school win and move on to the next stage of the competition. Please listen carefully. When we say a unanimous decision, it means that all the 3 judges scored for the winning school. But when we say a majority decision, it means 2 out of the 3 judges scored for the winning school. So even if one judge's score outweighs the other 2, such that you have the highest score, it does not mean that you have won the competition. The 2 judges will help that school win. I hope I've made myself clear. So at this point in time, let me introduce to you the panel of judges right now. Mrs. Beatrice Akosia Andrews is a teacher at the KNUST Basic School. She has over 25 years of teaching experience and holds a PhD in sociology from the KNUST. Please put your hands together for Mrs. Beatrice Akosia Andrews as one of our judges here this afternoon. Now, before I mention his name, I want you all to say OFAG. OFAG. Now, how many of you would like to read economics when you enter the university? He is the finest brain when it comes to economics, the finest lecturer I know when it comes to economics. And he's also here this afternoon as one of our judges. His name, or the full name, is Professor Anthony Kofi Osefosu. He's an associate professor at the Department of Economics at KNUST. He has taught for over 30 years. So when he started teaching, some of you were not even born. So please put your hands together for him, for me as well. Dr. Peter Arthur is the lead judge for the Love FM High School's debate. He is the former head of the English department and also former head of the Language and Communication Sciences department at the KNUST. Now, he delves into textuality, oral, written, and all kinds of text. He's going to mount the podium and grab the microphone. His job for now is to tell you how they score, and also tell you what they look out for in terms of the rules of engagement. Whether you're a debater or not, please listen carefully to the rules of engagement. It will help you or maybe create a doom for you. With a round of applause, let's welcome Dr. Peter Arthur, our lead judge.
Thank you, Dave. Yes. Madam Chair, with your permission, I start my business. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm here to present the scores and the rules of engagement. We have 5 parameters for the scores. We have organization and clarity, argument and development, effective use of rebuttal, presentation style, and role as a debater. Now, for organization and clarity, we are expecting the way you introduce your subject, then the way you discuss it, and then how you conclude. However, sometimes realize that some of you, the way you introduce makes it too long. So make sure that you make things moderate. Now for the first speaker is taking 15 minutes, the second speaker is taking 10, and then for the summary, it's going to be 5. Argument and development. We've mentioned the structure of the argument, and I know your coaches have done that. So the way you raise the point, the way you defend the point, and the way you support it with evidence. First speaker taking 15, second speaker taking 10, and then summary is going to be 5. Effective use of rebuttal. This is the game of the wits. So you listen to the person speaking, and then you realize that there's a gap in what he's saying. But that's not enough. You have to come and prove it to us that indeed what he's saying has some gaps. Please, if you can name the gap, wonderful. But if you can't name the gap, that's all right. You can still continue to tell us that what the person is saying is not right. So with rebuttals, we have 5 marks for the first speaker, 10 marks for the second speaker, and then we go to 5 marks for the summary. Presentation style, that is common. I mean, your body language, the way you engage your audience, the way you use your floor, and all the other language that you use to attract people and all that. So for the first speaker, we have 5. The second speaker, we have 3. And for the summary, we have 2. Role as a particular debater. That one, if you are the first speaker, you must be a powerful speaker. And then the other one is just a supporter. For the first speaker, we have 5. And then second speaker, 3 marks. And then summary, you have 2 marks. Now let's go to the rules of engagement. Principal speaker on the affirmative team presents argument in support of the motion. That takes 10 minutes. The principal speaker on the opposing team presents arguments opposing the resolution. That also takes 10 minutes. The second speaker on the affirmative team presents further argument in support of the resolution, identifies areas of conflict, and answers questions that may have been raised by opposition speaker. That takes 7 minutes. And then you have the second speaker on the opposing team presenting further argument against the resolution, identifying further areas of conflict, and answering questions that may have been raised by the previous affirmative speaker. That also takes 7 minutes. Then the principal speaker on the affirmative team comes with closing statement to their argument without adding any new information, and also uses the opportunity to respond to rebuttal as if there is any. This time it's 5 minutes. And then the principal speaker on the opposing team comes with closing statement to their argument without adding any new information, and also uses the opportunity to respond to any rebuttal if necessary. That's also 5 minutes. Then note this one. Speakers must be very audible in presentation, and here I will advise that you take the microphone very close to your mouth, as I have done. There cannot be any interruption. As a speaker, you have to wait for your turn. And then the principal speaker is only speaking on 5 points or less, and the supporting speaker is only speaking on 3 points or less. Now let's listen to other external rules. And we say that he who asserts must prove. So in order to establish an assertion, the team must support it with enough facts and evidence. Remember, facts and evidence must be accurate. Examples of visual materials are permissible, and once introduced, they become available for the opponent's use as well. Tangible evidence must be tendered as exhibit to support facts. And then in rebuttals, the debater rebutting may ask any constructive and clear question that has a direct bearing on the point raised. The one rebutting must confine him or herself to questions and not to make statements, comments, or ask any rhetorical question. And then also, the supporters from both sides are to exercise discipline, not to induce, frustrate, or intimidate any debater on the other side. Failure will cost you marks from your scores. Now, debaters must respect time. If you are bailed out, you must end your presentation. Otherwise, you will lose marks. In case of a tie, the two schools involved will be given a motion to debate within 2 days, that is 48 hours. Now note this, it's been said, and I'm repeating it. The score of one judge cannot overturn that of two judges. That is when, after the score, because of one judge, one school has a very high mark. Now, the idea is that if two judges score for a particular school, that is enough to make that school win. Okay. And so if we have two judges, that makes it a majority decision. And if all of them makes it unanimous decision. Now, all issues must be addressed to the producer of the event. And then at the 116th stage, motions will be given to schools 2 days before their context. I've finished.
So, doctor says he's finished. He doesn't want to say, I'm done. I understand why. So, once he's finished, please put your hands together for him. So, you know, whilst Dr. Peter Arthur, our lead judge, was running us through how they score and also telling us about the rules of engagement, he talked about the fact that if you are bailed out, that is to say, when your time is up, you stop debating. So we have an accurate timekeeper to my right, but to your left in the auditorium. His name is Emmanuel Koji. Emmanuel, when you're halfway through, your presentation, Emmanuel will do this for you. But when your time is up and you have to stop debating, this is what you will hear. Well, thank you very much, one and all, for joining us on radio on Love 99.5, for joining us on television on Joy Prime and Joy Learning, and also for joining us on Facebook on Love 99.5. On Facebook, if you're excited about what you'll be hearing in a bit, just drop comments and tell us how you feel about the debaters, and also tell us which school you think is going to win the contest. Ladies and gentlemen, please, at this point in time, let me introduce to you the ambassador for the Love FM High School debate, who also doubles as the chairperson. Her name is Mrs. Theresa Jackson. She is with the Jackson University College. A round of applause for her. The motion to be debated on now is social media is a curse in disguise. Social media is a curse in disguise. Gyamfi Senior High School, they are for the motion. Anglican Senior High School, they are against the motion. So let me turn my attention to the students of Gyamfi. Adgas. 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 Please stand. Maybe this is the very first time you might be in this auditorium, so you don't know what I mean or why I'm asking you to stand. It's quite simple. I want you to stand because I want you to sing for us your school anthem. Do you know your school anthem? How many of you do not know your school anthem? If you don't know, raise your hand. All of you know your school anthem. And so you can sing it and sing it very well, can't you? Okay, so sing your school anthem with pride. Sing it with joy. Sing it beaming with smiles on your faces. Can you do that for us? That's why the cameraman is right in front of you. But there's going to be a cue from Uncle Collins. He's going to start playing for you your anthem. All you need to do is to follow. So if you say you're ready, let's go on 3. 1, 2, go.
We lay not the truth of God to our porridge of mind by notions of our days and set good partial and confined. So let a new and better hope within our heart desire. The Lord has lit more light and truth to bring forth from His word. The Lord has lit more light and truth to bring forth from His word. At gas, ascending still, Mother, at gas, higher climb, and low down from supernal height on all the bygone time. Upon the shepherds, the air is clear, and the clear music here. The Lord has lit more light and truth to bring forth from His word. The Lord has lit more light and truth to bring forth from His word.
Add gas. Add gas. One more time. Add gas. Put your hands together for your debaters. The principal speaker is Abena Asare Samuela, ably supported by Della Evans. And I think from where I'm standing, I can see them descend the stairs. In no time, they'll be able to get close to the stage or the podium. We'll mount it and we'll debate. And for your information, they are for the motion. Principal speaker is Abena Asare Samuela, supported by Della Evans. Disciples. 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 If you don't mind, please stand for me. And again, I'm asking you also to stand because not long ago you heard students from Gyamfi Senior High School sing for us their school anthem. I want you to do the same. I don't know how your anthem sounds like, but I'd love to enjoy it. So on 3, you'll be singing for us your school anthem. But Uncle Collins, are you ready? He says he is. Students, are you ready? They say they are. So on 3, 1, 2, 3. Disciples, 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 Please put your hands together for your debaters as they come to mount the stage and debate this afternoon. Principal speaker is Audrey Nana Amasewadua, supported by James. Or you can clap some more, you can make some noise, more and more noise. Feel free. Okay, so that is going to be context 8. And the motion is social media is a curse in disguise. Gyamfi Senior High School, they are for the motion. Anglican Senior High School, they are against the motion. Madam Chairperson, can we set the ball rolling? She's giving her blessing. Accurate timekeeper, are you ready? He says he is. The judges are also equally ready. And from where I stand, I can say confidently that the debaters are also equally ready. Audience, are you ready? If you are, please put your hands together for them. So let me go and invite the principal speaker from Gyamfi Senior High School to start the debate this afternoon.
Ladies and gentlemen, imagine a world where every moment is filtered, every smile is compared, and every thought is edited. That's never freedom. That's a cage, and it's called social media. Madam Chairperson, honorable and discerning judges, precise timekeeper, worthy opponents, fellow students, ladies and gentlemen, good day. Representing the noblest land of royals at Gyamfi Senior High School, I am Asari Samalabna, your principal speaker, standing firmly to affirm to the motion before the House, and I quote, social media is a curse in disguise, unquote. Madam Chairperson, before I proceed, permit me to break down and digest some of the key terms used in this motion for clarity and precision. Merriam-Webster's dictionary defines social media as a form of electronic communication where users share ideas and also information and contents such as videos. Also, curse as defined by the Cambridge Dictionary as something that causes harm or unhappiness. Finally, Collins Dictionary defines disguise as something or disguising something or hiding it so that people will not recognize what it truly is. Summing not up, ladies and gentlemen, the motion simply means that social media is causing harm, all in the name of being a blessing. Madam Chairperson, panel of judges, our premier point in favor of our stance is that social media fuels cyberbullying and online harassment. According to the Ghana Cyber Security Authority, established by the Cyber Security Act 1038, cyberbullying occurs through electronic devices such as mobile phones, computers, or tablets. It involves the deliberate sharing of negative, harmful, or false information about someone. It also involves the sharing of personal or private information to cause defamation or humiliation. Madam Chairperson, words on a screen can kill, and social media has made it so easy to attack others anonymously, relentlessly, and around the clock. What used to stop at school gates now follow individuals into their homes, into their bedrooms, and even into their dreams. Madam Chairperson, on social media, bullying is no longer just whispers or just insults. They are deliberate public shaming, they are body shaming, they are whispers, they are insults that can go viral in minutes. A typical example of the child is a Malaysian woman called Shashesh Kalanadaraja, a 44-year-old woman of 3 kids who was active on TikTok, was subjected to constant spiteful comments, and this led her to depression. This woman later committed suicide. For avoidance of doubt, panel of judges, let's watch this video. This video shows the consequences of social media, and this is what we are talking about today.
Dasikala Nadaraja suffered from TikTok. She was found on the 7th of August 2022 in her home by a family member. She later passed on her way to hospital. She created content that revolved around her passion for luxury handbags, yet many of her viewers body shamed her, insulted her pronunciations, and accused her for flaunting her wealth. She couldn't tolerate the hateful comments as said by her kids. That this was
Panel of judges, this is what we are talking about today. To my next point, social media has led to fraud and scam on a global scale. The same platform built to connect us, sadly, has become the same platform as a playground for predators. Scammers now has used social media as a goldmine, exploiting millions of users with fake giveaways, phishing links, impersonation, and online shopping scams. These crimes don't just cost people their money, it costs them their privacy, their identity, and their peace of mind. These are not just rare incidents, they are daily tragedies. A teenager loses their savings, a widow loses her trust, and a business owner gets hacked. And the worst part, the platforms barely act. Fake profiles flourishes, phishing links are everywhere, and all the while users pay the bitter price. One may ask, what are phishing links? They are fake web links on social media that trick users into revealing their personal information, such as their passwords, their credit card numbers, or their bank account details. The chair, let us watch this video.
There were more than 850,000 complaints last year alone.
Conducted by the US FBI, a country that is ranking 14th when it comes to cybersecurity. Panel of judges, if the US has this alarming statistics, then what kind of statistical resource can Ghana, a country ranking 38th when it comes to cybersecurity, will be having? I respectfully leave this for your consumption. Comparison is the thief of joy, and social media is the greatest weapon. Panel of judges, permit me to use this Theodore Roosevelt's quote to move on to my next point. That is, social media exacerbates mental health issues. One of the most serious consequences of social media is its impact on our mental health. Social media platforms like Instagram and TikTok bombard users with idealized versions of reality, leading to diminished self-worth and chronic self-comparison. The chair, according to a March 2024 survey, 32% of young adults said that social media had neither a negative nor positive impacts on their mental health. 7% said that social media had a positive impact on their mental health. But 12% said emphatically that social media had a very negative impact on their mental health. Furthermore, 22% of the respondents said that social media had a somewhat negative impact on their mental health. The chair, social media is a place where people show their best side, and this pushes the individual to compare themselves to what they see. And this comparison leads to frustration and unhappiness, and that is the beginning of depression, a serious mental health issue. To my next point, the chair, social media has led to dangerous trends and harmful contents. Social media does not just allow these harmful contents. As a matter of fact, it pushes them and it promotes them through algorithms that reward shock value over safety. Children, Madam Chairperson, are imitating styles they don't even understand, and they are developing insecurities through content that glorifies perfection, that glorifies violence over self-harm. The chair, let's watch this video. I'm so sorry to show you this, but we have to let the whole world know the harmful effects of social media. This is what social media is doing to our youth today. Imagine your youth at home stumbling upon this harmful content, or imagine your child at home going in search of a nude just to participate in this certain trend. This is a trend on TikTok called teleportation vibe. This trend requires a participant to add a nude to a series of pictures and be showcased as a video. This is how harmful social media has become to us. If the price for a like is a lost life or a damaged mind, then we shall call it what it is. It's not just a trend, it's not just a tool, it is a curse in sheep's clothing. So my last point, panel of judges, my honorable chair, social media has led to the creation of dangerous echo chambers. On social media, you don't get more truth, you just get more of what you already believe in. Social media algorithms are designed to give you more of what you already agree with, and that is what we call echo chambers, a space where your beliefs are constantly repeated whilst opposing views are filtered out. If I continue to watch things about beauty routines, these algorithms will keep on pushing beauty routines to me, because that is what will increase time spent on the app. But if someone watches content about dangerous things, the algorithms will keep pushing that too, because that thing will increase time spent on the app. The chair, a typical and a very sad example of echo chambers is a girl, a 14-year-old. This girl the day 6 months before she died, according to The Guardian, viewed 16,300 contents, of which 2,100 were related to thoughts of self-harm, thoughts of depression and anxiety. The child, before Molly died, she viewed 138 contents about depression and self-harm. The child, Molly Russell, died, and before her death, on the day of her death, she used her phone to access Instagram and save a picture that carried a depression-related slogan. That is, "I'm ready to become one of the stars." The child, this is how Molly Russell died. 2 minutes after saving this particular post, she died. The child, I know my opponents will hammer on the fact that most of our evidences and our researchers came from social media. As a matter of fact, we never turn a blind eye to the many advantages of social media, but we just want to show you the mental scars, the fake realities, and the addictive algorithms that lurk beneath the surface of this so good tool that they call it. The charity traders, I am my subordinate speaker, call on everyone here to help us to affirm strongly to the motion before the House that social media is indeed a curse in disguise. Panel of judges, Madam Chair, I rest my case. Thank you.
The chair, panel of judges, accurate timekeeper, fellow debaters, fellow students, ladies and gentlemen, good afternoon. Today's motion, quote, "Social media is a curse in disguise," unquote, has sparked intense debate among a lot of people and hence very laudable. I am Modunana Masewedua from Anglican Senior High School, Kumase, rising as the principal speaker against the motion. The chair, my supporting speaker and I will elucidate our stance against the motion in the following order. 1. What is social media? 2. What curse means in the context of today's motion? 3. What it means to be in disguise. 4. What it means for something to be a curse in disguise. 5. Finally, elucidate reasons as to why social media cannot be a curse in disguise. The chair. Social media is defined by Merriam-Webster's dictionary as the form of electronic communication, such as websites for social networking and microblogging, through which users share information, ideas, personal messages, and other content, such as videos. Social media platforms include WhatsApp, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, TikTok, YouTube, X, and so on. What does curse mean? The Merriam-Webster's dictionary defines curse as a cause of great harm or misfortune. The Cambridge English Dictionary also defines curse as a cause of trouble or unhappiness. The Collins English Dictionary defines disguise as changing the appearance of something so as to conceal identity or mislead by means of deceptive garb. What it means to be a curse in disguise. The chair. In the context of today's motion, something being a curse in disguise means it appears to be harmless or beneficial at first, but turns out to be harmful or have negative consequences later. The chair. The motion simply suggests that while social media may appear beneficial or harmless on the surface, it actually has hidden negative effects that harm individuals and society. We in the opposition team reject this assumption from all facets in this modern life and age. The House. I shall now proceed to elucidate reasons why we find the stance of the affirmative team unconvincing, uncompelling, and simply implausible. Ladies and gentlemen, our first standpoint against the motion is that social media provides a powerful platform for marginalized voices and social movements by enabling direct communication with global audience by passing traditional media gatekeepers. Social media allows underrepresented individuals and communities to share ideas, stories, and fostering empathy, understanding, and inclusivity. The chair. Social media has been highly effective in advocating for marginalized voices by amplifying their voices, creating awareness, and mobilizing support globally. I understand that some challenges, such as algorithm biases, that reduce visibility, online harassment, and misinformation still exist. That notwithstanding, social media remains a vital tool for marginalized voices to gain visibility, advocate for rights, and push for social justice. The House. It is undeniable that social media provides accessible platforms for marginalized groups such as racial minorities and people with disabilities to share personal stories, challenge stereotypes, and educate the public on social injustice among us. The chair. High-profile movements like Black Lives Matter, Me Too, Stop Galamsey have demonstrated social media's ability in shaping public opinion, fostering global activist network, and influencing policy discussions. Is this the case you are touting this afternoon? I believe you have a change of mind because social media has transformed advocacy for marginalized people by expanding their reach and impact. The chair. My second standpoint against the motion is that if any phenomenon in this modern era should be termed as a curse in disguise, my opponent should not think about social media because of its ability to spread information in real time. Social media acts as an social media acts as a dynamic, accessible reposition and distribution channel for vast amounts of information, making knowledge more reachable and timelier to individuals and organizations. We in this team reject any attempt to project misinformation on social media as a curse or harm, because even though such misinformation and disinformation exists, it is only a fraction of the information available. The chair. One thing about Ghanaians is that good news seems no news, but bad news spreads like wildfire. Let me borrow the cliche of Minority Leader when he was Majority Leader to Dr. Ato Forsen. Hey, Ato, this time, hey, Edu Gyamfi, hey, Edu Gyamfi. The chair. Even on misinformation and disinformation, social media provides a powerful platform to expose such. My opponent, did you hear of a fake doctor who got appointed to the NHIA board, whose appointment got revoked by the president through social media, not traditional courts or media, exposed there as not having any license to practice in Ghana and America? Such could only be a curse to the wrongdoer, but to the greater benefit of the people of Ghana, a blessing. Ladies and gentlemen, platforms like X, Facebook, TikTok, Instagram deliver breaking news and updates instantly, keeping users updated about global events even as they occur. Interestingly, today, before traditional media like TV and radio sets give such information during the news time, it is already out there. Or are my opponents saying that we should send TV and radio sets to our schools and workplace when just a single click of it can give you real-time information? The sum of this argument is that social media's ability to provide instant updates and crisis alerts cannot be a curse in disguise unless you want us all to be kept in the dark. Social media thus delivers instant updates during emergencies, natural disaster or public events faster than traditional media. It further allows people to organize and respond to quickly in real time. The chair, I further argue that social media's ability to encourage creativity and talent discovery makes it a blessing, not a curse in disguise. The House, considering the fact that social media has helped influencers, musicians and artists to build careers from simple social media uploads, make the phenomenon a blessing. Platforms like Facebook, TikTok, and Instagram allows users to showcase talents, build portfolios, and reach a wider audience. Practically, social media is granting access to a global audience, and instant feedback enables the users, especially the youth, to engage in collaborative communities that help to refine their talents. Let me not take you too far. Few of such individuals in Ghana come in handy. Teacher Kojo, Felicia say, now with the media general and the comedy skit prodigy Ben South, who even landed a musical video with Sarkodie in his nose hit. This is the power of social media, not a curse or a harm. We are in a dynamic world. Hence, social media acts as a dynamic, accessible canvas and network that broadens creative horizons, accelerates talent discovery, and nurtures innovative expressions across fields and audiences. The chair, my first standpoint is that social media helps to boost businesses and innovations. Millions of businesses, especially small and local ones, use social media in marketing, sales, and customer service. I am sure my opponents have heard of WhatsApp Business and Instagram, where users use social media to market and sell their wares. Today, life has become much more easier because one does not need a physical structure to sell goods. Thanks to social media. Where is the harm in this? My opponent. Studies have shown that social media usage positively impact business creativity and their ability to adapt to market changes, improving overall business performance. This is the result of the research by 3 scholars from University of Lagos and Birmingham City University in the Journal of Management, published in the Journal of Management, Information and Decision Sciences, Volume 26, Issue 3. The chair. Again, social media aids in crowdsourcing ideas and information. Businesses can engage directly with customers through platforms like social media, X, Telegram, to gain insights, suggestions, and pain points. For example, FasterCapital.com reports that social media used the media to collect over 200,000 customer insights, leading to innovations like mobile ordering. This is a ease of business, not a curse or a harm. My opponent, need I tell you that social media helps businesses to build brand loyalty and trust, monitor market trends and competitors, identify gaps in markets, and quickly adapting to changing demands? To this end, social media acts as a powerful tool for continuous business innovations. The chair, my last standpoint is that social media is cheap to start and maintains a presence. The House, let's watch this video.
feeling is just so overwhelming. We are so happy. I would say I am. We are so happy that entire Gyamfi, this being the first time we qualified to the.
This is what is termed in Latin as res ipsa loquitur, meaning the thing speaks for itself. My debaters from Gyamfi, you didn't need media men or televisions to broadcast this, but you used social media, precisely TikTok, to reach a global audience. How did you do this? You just took your phone, bought data worth 347 megabytes, as cheap as 3 Ghana cedis to start this video. This illustrates that social media is cheap to start, and the fact that this video is still trending that we got access to means that social media maintains a presence. Thank you, Gyamfi debaters, for affirming our stance. Now, the chair, permit me to erase some erroneous impressions made by my opponent. The chair, my opponent made an assertion that social media leads to cyberbullying. My opponent, the problem is with the user behavior, not the platform. Social media companies are increasingly investing in AI moderation, reporting systems, and privacy controls. Offline bullying exists too. So, social media simply mirrors societal problems. The chair, my opponent also made an assertion that social media leads to mental health issues. My opponent, the issue is not social media itself, but how the individuals use it. Numerous online communities support mental health, offer peer support, and raise awareness. Thank you.
Madam Chair, impartial panel of judges, the ever-accurate timekeeper, court debaters, fellow students, ladies and gentlemen, good day. Representing the noble land of royals at Gyamfi High School, I am Zoe Delachon Evans, a proud and eloquent assembly speaker, rising vehemently to speak in favor of the motion before the House. And I quote, social media is a curse in disguise, unquote. The chair, since my principal speaker has audibly explained the key terms to the motion, I shall go ahead with my submission. The chair has 6 points in support of our stances that social media compromises privacy. With social media, we are no longer users, but we are the products. One of the most dangerous and hidden cases of social media is how it silently erodes our right to privacy. In 2018, the Cambridge Analytica scandal exposed how Facebook allowed a third-party app to harvest the data of over 87 million users without their consent. This data was then used to manipulate voters during the US elections. The chair, this is how our democracy was being hacked in plain sight. And even more alarming, on 2nd August 2024, US used ByteDance and TikTok and its associates for violating the Children's Online Privacy Protection Act 1998 and the Children's Online Privacy Protection Rule. All this, the chair, are crimes of social media handles on our privacy. Ladies and gentlemen, social media is the thief that smells us behind, but robs us behind. Social media might look like a blessing, but it behaves like a curse in disguise. From every post we make, to every click we make, and even to every message we send, it's all being analyzed. And my opponents here call this connection. That is not connection, and that is surveillance. In this digital age, loss of privacy is loss of freedom. To my next point, the chair, social media is fuels the rapid spread of misinformation. My lovely audience, if there is anything that spread faster than virus in today's world, then it is misinformation on social media. Ladies and gentlemen, we are living in an age where truth has to fight for attention. And in that fight, social media has chosen a side, not a side of facts, but a side of lies, fears, and confusion. Once known as a tool for progress, social media has now become a megaphone for misinformation. The chair, social media has now become a megaphone for misinformation. We witnessed this clearly during the COVID-19 pandemic, where doctors, scientists, and world leaders were pleading with the public to get vaccinated. What did social media do? Social media skewed fear. It's whispered conspiracy and drawn the truth. Claims that the vaccine caused infertility and that it implanted microchips or it was part of a government's plot went viral, not because they were true, but because they were dramatic. As a result, millions refused to take the vaccine, not out of ignorance, but because they were misled by this very platform that claimed to get the world connected. The chair, so if the platform that was created to help us survive has now become the very reason why some of us die, can we still call it a blessing, or must we accept the fact that social media is indeed a curse in disguise? And for me, the answer is yes. To my last point, the chair, social media is addictive. Social media addiction is driven by design and not by Accidents. That's one of the most dangerous effects of social media is that it's addictive, and it's not by accident because these platforms are designed to keep people hooked all the time. They use features like endless scrolling, likes, and notification alerts to stimulate the brain reward system. This gives users a small burst of pleasure anytime they take their phones. According to Harvard University, social media triggers the release of dopamine, the same feel-good chemical that is released when people take drugs or gamble. Please let's watch this video.
We have a young generation with basically unknown
Over time, the brain starts to crave this reward, leading to compulsive behaviors. That is why people often check their phones without even thinking. It's becoming a habit or a reflex. The most scary part is that people don't even realize they are becoming addicted. The Ghana's former Deputy Minister for Education, Honorable Samuel Okudzeto-Ablakwa, stated that the advent of social media is negatively affecting the writing and speaking of English skills among students in the country, especially those in senior high schools. According to Mr. Ablakwa, although social media has been very helpful when it comes to communication among friends and families, he further observed that students were transferring their way of writing on social media platforms into their examination rooms and even the way they speak as well. He observed that a lot of candidates were writing social media-like type of words instead of the correct English words. For example, the word there becomes DE, the word what becomes WAT, the word good becomes GUD, the word right becomes RYT, and the word nice becomes NYT. And I know that my opponent here can attest to that fact. This social media might give us connection, but at the cost of our own peace, our own privacy, and even our own potential. Social media has now become like a beautiful fruit that is hiding poison within. It might seem like a blessing, but it behaves like a disguise, but a curse in disguise. So if you don't learn how to control it, it will keep on controlling us. So while we appreciate what social media has made possible, you must also be bold enough to call out the damages it has caused. Let's share the house. For this reason, I call upon everyone here to join me. We affirm the motion that social media is a curse in disguise. Let's share the house. I rest my case. Thank you.
My opponent, before I commence my argument, I would like to remind you that as at this instant, we are being broadcasted live on social media. Joshua chapter 6, verse 18 says, quote, "But keep away from the devoted things, so that you stay away from distraction and keep away from it." My opponent, if you claim social media to be a career platform, why then do you avail yourself to it? I'm sure that yesterday you watched Prempe and Japazi's contest on social media. The chair, panel of judges, accurate timekeeper, co-debaters, fellow students, ladies and gentlemen, good afternoon. I rise before this August House in fairness to the occasion argument raised by my principal speaker. I am Christian Mane Dankwa James and a supporting speaker from Anglican Senior School Kumasi against the motion, quote, "Social media is a curse in disguise." Unquote. As disciples of light, we are convinced that social media still remains a vital and pivotal element in a modern and dynamic world. We are aware of the attendant challenges with social media usage, but that in no way makes it harmful or a curse, especially with proper regulations. Ladies and gentlemen, it is quite unbelievable for anyone to conceive that anything that creates jobs and sustains livelihood as a curse or harm. The chair, my first standpoint is that social media has significantly expanded employment opportunities across diverse industries by creating new digital roles, enhancing recruitment methods, and fostering vibrant freelance markets. The growth of social media platforms has driven the demand for professionals skilled in managing online presence, such as social media strategists, content creators, community managers, and digital marketers. New industries have emerged around social media, including influencer marketing, social media analytics, and digital marketing. My opponent, I hope you know the likes of Philly, Kalije, Kabile, and our very own regional LG president, Kelvin Asari, who have all risen to fame because of social media. My opponent, I'm sure that the audience would agree with me that if it wasn't for social media, most of us might never have heard of a SRSB celebration What about freelancing opportunities that have created flexible employment opportunities? Our very own Manasa Azure started as a freelance journalist and even won Journalist of the Year award. Today, he's still a freelancer, even after quitting the fourth estate. My opponent, perhaps some statistics might help to reform your stance this afternoon. Do you know that social media has created more jobs and employment, as well as job search processes? Standard CV reports of 2 surveys they conducted, including 350 UK job seekers and 95 recruiters. The results are shockingly amazing. 91% of foreign employees are currently using social media as part of their hiring process. 79% of job seekers use social media in their search. For instance, LinkedIn alone has over 40 million people searching for jobs every week. Is this what you tell as a case? The likes of Kojo Sheldon, Zion Felix, Wodemaya, together with others here, won't forgive you for that. In short, social media has become a vital channel for job creation and employment by connecting employers and candidates efficiently, promoting job search, and supporting modern recruitment strategies worldwide. Panel of judges, my second line of argumentation is that social media has raised free access to education. In this era, it is undeniable that social media serves as a powerful tool for education, promoting positive interactions and social engagement. Let me admit to some extent that some few unscrupulous individuals have succeeded in exploiting loopholes in social media to perpetrating frauds and other ills. This measures nowhere near to the positive awareness creation and education on a myriad of topics that affect our very existence. In simple terms, social media has democratized knowledge access through platforms like YouTube, Instagram, X, and LinkedIn by providing free access to educational content, including videos, tutorials, articles, and expert insights, thereby breaking down traditional paywalls and geographical barriers. Today, students and teachers can form virtual study groups, share resources, and collaborate on projects regardless of location. Again, social media users can explore topics at their own pace and follow curated educational communities and channels tailored to their needs, thereby encouraging lifelong learning. Ladies and gentlemen, simply put, social media extends education beyond the classroom. I believe my opponents want to remain in past and static form of education. That is why they label social media as a curse or harm. Worry not. Today, we have seen the light. These features collectively make education more interactive, engaging, and accessible globally, accelerating free access to knowledge and learning opportunities. Lastly, the inroads made by social media during pandemics such as COVID-19 bear as a testament to its blessing. Social media serves as a key channel for engaging and promoting health communication. Video content featuring trusted healthcare professionals help to dispel myths and build vaccine confidence. With short videos on TikTok and Instagram reaching billion views globally. Traditional media couldn't do this. Former President Nana Akufo-Addo's fellow Ghanaian broadcast reached larger audience because of social media, not TV or radio. Is this what you tell as a case? Definitely no. Even UNICEF and WHO use social media to engage audience and promote social awareness. Therefore, social media's visual, interactive, and immediate nature makes it a powerful tool to inform, engage, and motivate the public during pandemics, and this contributes substantially to raising awareness and guiding health behaviors. Now, the chair, allow me to correct some erroneous impressions made by my opponents. My opponents said that social media has increased issues of scamming. My opponents, while we acknowledge that, you've forgotten that in our part of the world, the biggest way people are scammed is through mobile money platforms like MTN Momo and Vodafone Cash, not social media. My opponents also said that social media has increased the issuance of scamming links. My opponents, while we admit that most phishing links are sent through email, which is not a social media platform, therefore your argument doesn't capture today's motion. My opponent, you also said that social media has increased cases of depression and even went on to present the case of a young girl called Molly. A research by KNUST found that depression is not caused by social media, but rather it is a symptom of social media. My opponents, imagine that these people didn't consume social media. How would we be able to tell that they are indeed depressed or are having suicidal thoughts? The chair, lastly, my opponents said that social media compromises privacy. Data privacy is a broader tech and policy issue, not unique to social media. Users now have more control over their data than ever before. Example, privacy control and two-factor authentication. Many services like free education and global communication are made possible because of data-supported platforms. Now, the chair, before I take my seat, I would like to metaphorically ask my opponents a question. If students in your school are graded F9 in university, does it mean that your teachers are to blame or that your school is not a good school? The chair, the house. I rest my case. Thank you.
The chair, all protocols duly observed. My son can come here is never to throw dust into your eyes, but to give a summary of our presentation. Panel of judges, we argue that 1, social media fuels cyberbullying and online harassment. 2, social media leads to fraud and scam on a global scale. 3, social media is a base mental health issue. 4, social media has led to dangerous trends and harmful contents. 5, social media compromises privacy. 6, social media creates dangerous echo chambers. 7, social media fuels the rapid spread of misinformation. And 8, social media is addictive. In the spirit of Furu Kenyatta, and I say, we shall welcome the visitors into Nairobi. We shall be here and we will listen, but we will be firm to reject what we do not agree with. In view of this, Madam Chair, permit me to rebut some of the false claims made by my opponents here. My opponents, did you say that social media help us to access information? I never agree with that. I never argue with that as a matter of fact, sorry to say, but talk not only about information. Social media also has this thing that I said that is called echo chambers. These echo chambers that not give space to diversity. What am I talking about? If I watch always information about politics, how would I know the natural disasters going about in the world? How would I know that there is something called biology? How would I know there is something called electivity that I have to know about my computer? My opponents also say that doctor, she talked about some doctor and he said that it brings, I don't know what she was saying. She was like, the doctor was able to because of what he did because of social media. I don't agree with that either. But after the doctor was reviewed to be guilty, what did the social media do? It just revealed the problem. So now others have the opportunity to be careful not to get caught. So what did social media do? It has given space for others to learn how to be corrupt, how to steal, and how to do harmful things to the community. And also my opposer said that social media in Ghana, he said that in Ghana, misinformation spreads faster. I just want her to know that Ghana is not the only place where misinformation spreads faster. As my opponent was speaking, misinformation spreads faster in the whole world. And this is because of social media. Because people want to learn more lies as social media has fed to them. People want to know about more things that will shock them. They'll be like, oh my God, let me go and watch about this. And that is what social media is doing. And also, they say that social media has helped us to connect. We never agree with that also. But as biologists will say, we are social beings. We are social animals. And so we need the contact of our fellow human beings to be able to connect and have a better mental understanding. And also, they also said that global connectivity, the WHO has been able to spread information through social media. We don't agree with that either. But let them know that through global community, through global connectivity, people have been isolated socially. People now prefer using their phones rather than going out and talking to their fellow human beings. And this is what social media is doing. And also, fake employment opportunities are because of social media. I'm saying this because they say that social media causes employment opportunities. But have you not heard that someone sending thousands of Ghanaian cedis just to get employment? This is what social media is doing. It is giving way to people for them to give us fake employment opportunities and also take our money. And they were also saying that it's not the fact that social media is harming. And the guy there gave us statistics that social media is not the problem for these crimes and frauds. That is other telecommunication companies such as MTN and the others. But let them know, if they didn't watch the evidence, please help me remind them that the evidence mentioned clearly about phishing links, about spoofing scams that are done on social media. And these things all lead to fraud and scam, not only in Ghana, not only by MTN, but on a global scale. Panel of judges, the chair, I end my rebuttals here. Thank you.
The chair. All protocols duly observed. I rise once again as the principal speaker against the motion, quote, social media is a curse in disguise, but this time to give a summary of the lucid and cogent argument raised by my supporting speaker and me. The chair, we are there for the following. 1. Social media provides a powerful platform for marginalized voices and social movements by enabling direct communication with a global audience. 2. Social media acts as a dynamic, accessible reposition and distribution channel for vast amounts of information, making knowledge more reachable searchable and timelier in real time. 3, considering the fact that many artists, musicians, and creators have built careers that started from simple social media uploads makes the phenomenon a blessing. 4, social media acts as a powerful tool for continuous business innovation by providing direct customer insights, fostering engagement, enabling competitive analysis, and supporting collaborative product development. 5, social media is cheaper to staff and maintain a presence. 6, social media has significantly expanded employment opportunities across diverse industries by creating new digital roles, enhancing recruitment methods, and fostering vibrant freelance marketing. 7, social media makes education more inclusive, interactive, and accessible globally, accelerating free access to knowledge and learn opportunities. 8, the inroads made by social media during the pandemic, such as COVID-19, is a testament to its blessing. Now, the chair. Permit me to erase some erroneous impressions made by my opponent. The chair. My opponent made an assertion that social media helps to release dopamine. My opponent, science teaches us that dopamine is released due to happiness. Therefore, social media entertains. Or would you prefer us to stay depressed and release cortisol hormones instead? The chair. My opponent also made an assertion that social media leads to increased social isolation. This is simply a fallacy because social media connects people, such as families and friends, across continents. It enhances relationships for many, especially during the pandemic like COVID-19, because when almost everybody in the world could not have physical contact with each other, social media enabled them to communicate with people even miles away from them. How is this termed as a harm? My opponent, if you care to know, real connection depends on the quality of interaction, not the medium. The chair. My opponent also made an assertion that social media leads to dangerous echo chambers. My opponent. Social media has also increased body positivity movement, diverse representation, and counter-narrative to beauty standards. This shift towards authenticity. Example, no filter campaigns show that the culture is evolving. The chair. My opponent also made an assertion that social media compromises privacy. My opponent. Data privacy is a broader tech and policy issue, not unique to social media. Users now have more control over data than ever before. Examples are privacy settings and two-factor authentication. Many services like the free education and global education are made possible because of data-supported platforms. My opponent. You also made an assertion that social media leads to misinformation and fake news. We admit to some extent that this is true, but that's not standard. Misinformation existed long before social media. Examples are tabloids and propaganda. Social media allows fact-checkers and verified sources to reach the public instantly. Educating users on media literacy is a more sustainable solution than blaming platforms. The chair. My opponent, social media compromise. The chair. My opponent also made an assertion that social media leads to cyberbullying and online harassment. My opponent. Social media doesn't lead to cyberbullying. Instead, the problem is with the user behavior, not the platform. Social media companies are increasingly investing in AI moderation, reporting systems, and privacy controls. My opponent. Winners adapt, losers complain. Which one do you choose? My opponent. Social media is a tool, and a tool reflects its user. We advocate for digital education, ethical and regulations, rather than a blanket condemnation like what you are doing. The chair, the house. I rest my case.
Well, I'm happy that you are equally happy. It tells me that it's been worth your while. It tells me that you've enjoyed your afternoon. One more time, a round of applause for all the debaters. Just gone by was the debate between Gyamfi Senior High School and Anglican Senior High School, and the motion was social media is a curse in disguise. Gyamfi, they were for the motion. The disciples of Anglican Senior High were against the motion. At this point in time, I know that you're enjoying your stay here at the Christian Service University, and I'd like to invite one of the special lecturers here to mount the podium, to grab the microphone, not to debate, but to tell us a bit about the Christian Service University. His name is Reverend Buffer.
Thank you, Dave. Good afternoon. I hope you're enjoying yourself. Well, I don't know whether I should continue using social media or not, but I've learned some lessons today. All right, I stand on all existing protocols. to make a presentation about Christian Service University. For those of us here at the auditorium and for those of you watching us from your homes and offices and other places, I'm proud to present to you the Christian Service University. Christian Service University is a private Christian university. And the good thing is that we've been around for the last 50 years. Just last year, we celebrated our 50th anniversary. That means we've been around. Put your hands together for Christian Service. Penny the penny. We are chasing the big universities around. There are many good reasons why you have to come to Christian Service University. And I'm happy to announce that we have opened our September admissions, which will run from now to the end of August 2025. So those of you at home who want to come to university to pursue undergraduate and postgraduate programs, Christian Service University is telling you that our admissions are ongoing. So please, when you go home, tell your brothers and sisters who have completed SHS already and are home and want to come to CSU. Christian Service University offers undergraduate and postgraduate programs. Let me quickly mention to you some of the cutting-edge undergraduate programs that we run. In fact, currently, if you are looking for the best nursing training university in Ghana, Christian Service University is one of them. Oh, put your hands together. I hope you have seen our nurses around. For 3 years running, there is something we call licensure exams. Licensure exams means when you complete your program, you write a special exams before your license is given to you. For 3 years running, we have been on top in Ashanti region. Yes, Christian Service University. So those of you who want to study nursing, come to Christian Service University. We also offer midwifery. I'm so excited that I was introduced by David because David is one of our products. I taught him here at Christian Service University. And I hope you know he's discharging his duties. And you know, let me also mention to you that I have one of the judges who also taught me at OAS. He's also here. Pierrot! Let's put our hands together for Pierrot. He also taught me English at OAS. Way back 1992, 93, somewhere. So, Christian Service University is running programs like business, communication studies, planning, cybersecurity, and a whole lot of undergraduate programs. Then we also run postgraduate programs which include MA Event Management. We are the only university in Ghana that is currently running Masters in Event Management. How to run event at the master's level. We are the only university in Ghana. We run monitoring and evaluation, run corporate governance, and a whole lot of postgraduate programs. Because of time, I want to just share with you 3 reasons why you have to come to Christian Service. 1, we are the only private university that is running what we call homegrown scholarship scheme. What I mean is that we give scholarship to students who are based on merit. If you get aggregate 6 to 15, we give you either full or half scholarship. And let me tell you, it's homegrown because we are not sponsored by any external body or any external organization. Because of our commitment to train men and women to transform society, the management led by Professor Samafrani have decided that if you have the aggregate between 6 and 15, we will give you scholarship to come and study. So please, those of you who are here, those of you who are home, come. The opportunity is still there. Any program you want to study, we have that opportunity for you. The last thing, because of time, is that we are the only university in Ghana, when you come and study here, and you want to stay in our hostels, and you don't have food, we will provide you food for the whole semester. Yes, we give you food. We call the Food Bank Project. We have sponsors who are channeling their resources through that venture. So there are many good reasons you have to come to Christian Service. I hope you're enjoying our environment. Look at our campus. So beautiful. So please come to Christian Service. And let me take this opportunity once again to congratulate Multimedia. And we are proud to be partners of this program. Long live Multimedia, long live CSU. Thank you.
And trust me, with the applause, you can do it better because we've been here for 7 years. We've been here for 7 years. One more time, a round of applause for the Christian Service University. So, Becca, tell me, how has the afternoon been for you?
It's been wonderful, and I can't wait to hear the results.
Patricia, how about you? Because you engage with the patrons and the students before the competition begins.
One thing I always look out for is, after all is said and done, I always wish to see them come back and justify what really happened. We're here and we're told that someone at the end of the day would be dead. At the end of the day, that school ended up dying. We're told some people should get floral tissues like I'm holding. At the end of the day, those people had to buy plenty floral tissues. And so please, don't run away. When I'm looking for you after the show, you have to come and, how do you even call it? Is it justify your inclusion? So please, I've seen all the faces of the people I spoke with. And David, the way they were waving their school clothes when I was speaking with them, I want to see that same action. All of them brought their school uniform.
They have to give out the same energy.
Thank you. Thank you.
Now with that over, I'm sure that you're here not just to tell them what you expect from them after the contest, but also to share some very vital information with us per our sponsors.
Absolutely. And so please get yourself floral tissue. So whether you are going to win or lose, there will still be some tears that you shed, okay? So get yourself, let's see your floral tissues. You don't have floral tissues. Don't worry. Okay, all right. So we'll be giving out some floral tissues, but remember that they are also providing our home, schools, offices, and cars with the most hygienic, absorbent, and affordable option to clean dirt, sweat, mucus, makeup, and even your tears of joy. Now, Flora disposable 3-ply handkerchiefs, toilet rolls, multi-purpose towels, table napkins, and box tissues come in beautiful new packaging such as Flora Joy, Flora Smile, Flora Giant, and Flora Kids. Get Flora tissues from any shop today or in traffic. Remember that we are thankful for making us #1.
We'd also like to say a very big thank you to Trade Winds Chemists, which are the producers of the most effective anti-malarial treatment, Traumaterm. Traumaterm is an antihistamine-based product that contains artemether and lumefantrine. The 24 blister pack of Traumaterm tablets is a 6 full dose course treatment for malaria. Consult your doctor if symptoms do persist after 3 days.
Now, if you prioritize your family's health and also enjoy delicious meals, then I'm here to introduce to you family products. It is definitely a great choice. Now, discover family mackerel in tomato sauce, family sardines in vegetable oil, and family tomatoes mix. All family products are rich in nutrients and prepared with your family's health in mind. If you want bulk purchase, please reach out to Grady Enterprise and also find them in any neighborhood shop or markets.
How many of us love Banku? Oh. Okay, Kenke. Wache. Jollof. Oh, wow. The Wache people did. Okay, all right, I see you.
How about Eba?
Eba.
Over to you.
Okay, hold on. Hold on.
Over to you.
Hold on. How about Gobe?
Over to you.
Thank you so much. So elevate your favorite Wache, Gobe, Banku, Eba, Kenke, rice, yam, or plantain with Woma Misheto. When I say Woma Misheto, I say Wunikra Wubedi. Woma Misheto. Woma Misheto. That's right. It's prepared hygienically with wholesome natural ingredients. It's available in both hot and mild flavors. It's conveniently packaged in small and large sachets, and it's perfect for everyone and events. Umami Shito is available in all supermarkets near you. Umami Shito. Thank you.
Now, we'd like to also say thank you to Royal Mental Arithmetic System, that's Royal Maths. It's a unique abacus program that applies mental arithmetic to everyday life, building a strong foundation for critical thinking and STEM education. Now, through playing, learning, and applying the concepts, Royal Maths offers a whole brain development program designed to help our younger ones overcome their math fear or anxiety, boost their confidence, and also foster their inner geniuses. Now, remember that Royal Maths gives unique education. Every child is a champion, and we conquer the world.
Roberts & Sons Limited Optical Services gives your eyes the best care possible with Roberts & Sons. With over 34 years of experience, they render specialist eye services, pediatric eye care, visual field testing, optical coherence tomography scans, and corporate eye care. Choose from our wide selection of 100% original frames and contact lenses. Visit Roberts & Sons Limited Optical Services today at Amojo right here in Kumasi. Roberts & Sons Limited Optical Services. Seeing is believing.
Now, New Generation Investment Services, that's NGIS, they are waiting to give you manage investment, assist with your pension planning, and also manage your tier 2 and tier 3 pensions. We have the Enidaso Mutual Fund, the NGS Money Market Fund, and private funds. Talk to our seasons advisors today about your investment goals and aspirations. And do remember that NGIS is licensed by the Securities and Exchange Commission and the National Pensions Regulatory Authority. Locate them in Kumasi on the first floor of the Cocoa Board House at Doom, and visit www.ngis.group.com. And for more information, I must say, NGIS, we say achieving excellent results on your investments.
Now, special thanks to Mezoya from Premium Foods, which is a delicious and energizing cereal designed to make your breakfast better. This balanced meal combines corn, soya, milk, and essential nutrients, making it perfect for the entire family. It's also incredibly easy to prepare. Simply mix with cold or warm water and enjoy. Grab Mezoya Plus and Mezoya Super at the nearest supermarket. Mezoya, it's the perfect choice for a healthy and happy family.
And we are happy to tell you that we wore our makeup around 8 a.m. Myself and please, can't you see it is still intact? Yes. Camera, please zoom closer to us. Hello, can you see my eyebrow? It is what? It's given, right? Yes. Oh, thank you. And
eyebrows on fleek.
Thank you. And it is Kaiketi Esilali Empire. They are the official makeup artists for the Love FM High School's debate. Go and sign up today, okay, even after school, for their 2 weeks intensive or 3 months regular program and become a makeup artist, a professional one. Book us today and also look beautiful for all your occasions. Come to us because we sell ladies' wear, quality designer shoes, bags, accessories, perfumes, and body splashes. Enjoy our signature vegetable, chicken, potato, and pasta salad prepared fresh daily, also at Salado GH. Dial 024-799-0760 right now with all your orders for your event and even home menu. If you cannot cook at home, call Salado GH. They will prepare every food that you want for you. You might be asking where you can find them. They are at Kumasi, or they are in Kumasi. They are next to Wache, Kumasi at Amekom Traffic Light. Esilali Empire, we say your world of beauty and more.
Now, Gimpa Kumasi campus is accepting applications for its diploma, undergraduate and postgraduate diploma programs. We have a 1-year master's degree program in supply chain management, project management, accounting and taxation, etc. Gimpa offers a 4-month postgraduate diploma in occupational safety, health and environmental management. Sign up for our evenings, weekends and regular lectures. Find our campus behind the Kumasi City Mall, Asqua, or visit www.gimpa.edu.gh on how to apply. Special thanks also to Ultimate Fashions. Now we also have Chapel Hill Community. It's the newest gated community right here in Kumasi, situated at Santase Enginem, featuring level-graded lands and possessing all the legal documents. You can build your plan, or we can also help you with your modern building plans if you do not have an architect or artisans. There are limited plots of land available for you, so we encourage you to secure yours soon. Chapel Hill Community Agency can be located near A1 Hospital at Santase Enginem, right here in Kumasi. You can contact them right now on 0244-420-579 or 0544-646-488 for further enquiries. Chapel Hill Community, the place you deserve to live.
Obiniem. Obiniem. David, I want to stay and share Flora because it looks like
definitely some people will need it.
There will be tears.
Definitely some people will need it. So, you know, the results for the 2 contests are ready. But before I announce it, I'd like first of all for you to put your hands together for all the debaters. I would also ask that you put your hands together for the ambassador for the Love FM High School debate, who also doubles as our chairperson. A round of applause for Mrs. Teresa Jackson of the Jackson University College. Please put your hands together for her. A round of applause for our accurate timekeeper. Oh, make some noise for him as well. To our judges, to all our technical team, the social media team, to, of course, my colleagues here, Patricia and Becca. Please put your hands together for them as well. We told you at the beginning of the competition that for a school to advance to the next stage, we have what we call the unanimous decision or the majority decision. Unanimous decision means that all 3 judges scores for the winning school. That is unanimous. Majority means that even if one out of the three scores and then a particular school has the highest of marks, once two other judges says the other school has more in terms of their ruling, then they advance. That is the majority, decision. The first contest, the motion was religion is overrated in Ghana. That competition was between Prince of Peace girls and Osei Senior High School. Your results. Organization and clarity. Prince of Peace, one of the judges scored for you 27. The other also scored 27. The last judge scored 26. 27, 27, 26 amounts to 80. Prince of Peace, by way of argument and development, one of the judges scored 27. The other scored 26, and another scored 26. 27, 26, 26 amounts to 79. When it comes to effective use of rebuttal, one of the judges says, well, he was impressed or she was impressed and gave you 11. The other one gave you 10, yet the other judge also gave 10. So 11, 10, 10 amounts to 31. Prince of Peace, by way of presentation style, one of the judges says, well, you deserve 9. The other says, well, I agree with the other judge, so I'll give you 9. The other also gave 9. 9, 9, 9 amounts to 27. Roll as a particular debater, Prince of Peace. You got 9 from one judge, 9 from another judge, 9 from another judge. So 9, 9, 9 also amounts to 27. So let's put them together. 80, 79, 31, 27, 27 amounts to 244. Osei Senior High School, your results. Organization and clarity, one of the judges scored for you 25. The other gave you 26. The other gave 24. 25, 26, 24 is 75. That is 25, 26, 24 is 75. For argument and development, occurs, a judge scored for you 22. The other gave you 26. The other gave you 24. 22, 26, 24 amounts to 72. Effective use of rebuttal occurs. A judge scored for you 9. The other gave you 10. And yet the other also gave you 13. 9, 10, 13 amounts to 32. Presentation style occurs. 8 is the score you got from one judge, 7 from the other, and 9 from the other. 8, 74. Roll as a particular debater. You got 8 from one judge, 8 from the other, and 9 from the other, mounting to 25. Let's put them together. 75, 72, 32, 24, 25 amounts to 228. So Prince of Peace wins by a unanimous decision. And when I say unanimous, I mean all the 3 judges scored in favor of Prince of Peace. Pope G's. Pope G's. Pope G's. Hey, Manu, what did you say? All right, settle down. Settle down. Thank you. And for information, that was a unanimous decision. All 3 judges scored for you. All right, so the other contest, contest 8. Settle down, please. Thank you. The other contest was between Gyamfi Senior High School and Anglican Senior High School. Your results. I'll start with Gyamfi Senior High School. Pope G, settle down. I won't say it again. Organization and clarity. Gyamfi, you got 25 from one judge, 26 from the other, and another 25 for you. 25, 26, 25, that amounts to 76. Still on the score sheet of Gyamfi Senior High School. When it comes to argument and development, you got 26 from one judge, 25 from another, and 25 from another. So 26, 25, 25 amounts to 76. 26, 25, 25 amounts to 76. When it comes to effective use of rebuttal, Gyamfi, you got 8 from one judge, 5 from one judge, and 7 from the other. So 8 plus 5 plus 7 amounts to 20. Presentation style, Gyamfi, you got 8 from one judge. 8 was another score you got from the other judge, and 9 from the other. So 8, 8, 9, that amounts to 25. When it comes to role as a particular debater, Gyamfi Senior High School, you got 8 from one of the judges, 8 from the other, and then 9 from the other judge. We have 3 judges. So 8, 8, 9 amounts to 25. Let's put your scores together. 76. 76, 20, 25. 25 amounts to 222 for Edu Gyamfi Senior High School. And I'll move on to the score sheet for CAS. Organization and Clarity CAS. You got 25 from one school, from one judge actually. 25 from the other judge, and another 25 from the other judge. So 25, 25, 25 amounts to 75. When it comes to argument and development, CAS, you got 24 from one of the judges, 23 from the other, and 26 from the other. 24, 23, 26 amounts to 73. Super CAS, effective use of rebuttal. You got 12 from one of the judges, 10 from another, 14 from the other judge. 12, 10, 14 amounts to 36. Let's now talk about presentation style. According to one judge, you deserve 7. The other says you deserve 8. The other also says, well, you deserve 8. 7, 8, 8 amounts to 23. Role as a particular debater, CAS. One of the judges says, well, I'll give you 7. The other gave you 8. The other also gave you 8. So 7 plus 8 amounts to 23. Let's put them together. 75, 73, 36, 23, 23 amounts to 230 for Super CAS. So it means, Super CAS, settle down. You will jubilate anytime soon. Super CAS. So it means that when it comes to that contest, CAS wins by a majority decision, meaning that 2 judges scored for Super CAS. Now, I have a very important announcement. Super CAS, ladies and gentlemen, while I'm choosing my words carefully, I'm saying ladies and I'm saying gentlemen. Thank you. I have a very important announcement to make before I hand the microphone over to Patricia. As we go into tomorrow's 9th and the 10th contests, these 2 schools have the highest losing marks. As we go into tomorrow's contest, contest 9, contest 10, there are 2 schools that have the highest losing marks. Kumasi Girls has 229, Okes has 228, which means that when we enter the next stage of the competition, they can advance into that stage because they have the highest losing marks. Have that at the back of your mind. So it's not over for Kumasi Girls, neither is it over for Okes. At this point in time, Patricia, take it away.
Thank you so much, David. So all too soon, we have come to the end of contest 7. Contest 8 of the preliminary stage of the Love FM High School's debate happening here at the Christian Service University in Kumasi. We are still live on radio, Love 99.5 FM, live on TV, Joy Prime, Joy, and also on our social media handles. That's our Facebook and YouTube. And at the end of today's session, I'm happy to tell everybody that Prince of Peace Girls Senior High School and also Anglican Senior High School have made it to the next round of this competition. And so they joined the likes of St. Louis Senior High School, Upon Memorial Senior High School, KNUS SHS, TR Medina, Kumasi, Osei, Educhim, and also Prempeh College to the next round. Congratulations to every school that came through to the main, I must say. And as always, we always get the conversation running again with the schools that make it to the next round. And I'm just going to start off with my beautiful ladies and gentlemen. Of course, the patron from Prince of Peace, Blessing. How are you feeling? Are you feeling really blessed?
Very, very blessed. We came, we saw, and then we conquered. It has not been easy at all. The kind of comments that we were receiving, people were saying that there's no way we can beat Okes. I don't know whether it's because of the size of the school. I think we've done more than they really expected. So thanks be to God.
You heard me mention some of the names of the schools that have made it to the next round. What message do you have for them?
They should wait for us. They've not seen anything yet.
Okay, thank you. Don't go anywhere, Blessing. Let me speak to your colleague, debater also here. How or what does this victory mean to you?
It means everything to me. And let me say, it's been good from the preliminary stages, from Jacobu to KSTS and now to Osei Chichen. We are just best. I'm super elated. I don't even know what to say. Thank you very much.
Okay, thank you. And let's see whether that is the same feeling that your patron has. But whilst we even speak to our patron from Prince of Peace, we'd like to have the debaters from Anglican Senior High School also join us. And so if you can hear me, just join us right now. Debaters from Anglican Senior High School. Congratulations, Prince of Peace. You told us a few words before we started the debate today. What would you tell your opposing school?
Thank you very much. Yes, as we rightly said, we are here to pull surprises. And my opposing schools, as Chada normally says, the battery is the ground. Thank you.
Okay, thank you so much, Prince of Peace. Now let me come to our friends from Kumasi Anglican. Join me. I'm looking for your debaters as well. Let's have the class debaters join us. Sir, congratulations.
Thank you.
Kumasi Anglican, what kind of preparation did you do?
We put ourselves in this, and then we told them that CAS is the team to beat in this competition. We prepared ourselves, we prepared our debaters very well, and then they did exactly what we told them to do. And then evidence is there for you to see. Thank you.
Congratulations, and I have my gentleman here. Were you scared when you were on stage delivering?
Oh, initially, when my principal speaker was fumbling, I was quite scared. Then I was like, oh, this is just the first presentation. We have other ones to come. I should just master the courage and do what I can to deliver my results.
What's the plan for your next competition?
Well, with this one, what I noticed is that the preparation wasn't enough. That's why we were fumbling on stage with stuff. So now we have to fully devote our time to the competition in order to progress and win it.
Okay, thank you. And let me speak to a beautiful lady also here. How are you feeling after the victory?
I'm feeling happy, but I feel like I couldn't do my best today. I didn't do my best today. I'm happy, but then I think I need more room for improvement. There is more room for improvement.
But what would you want to tell Gyamfi?
I would like to tell them that they did very well, especially their principal speaker, but better luck next time.
Okay, so better luck next time to all the schools that couldn't make it through. But I would like to say thank you to the Ghana Education Service, the Ashanti Regional Students Representative Council, Joy Learning, Joy Prime, the Conference of Heads of Assistant Senior High Schools, the Christian Service University. All of you are and also to our proud sponsors. We are thankful for your support on the 7th edition of the Love FM High Schools debate. My name is Patricia. Tomorrow will come your way with contest 9 and contest 10, which of course will be the end of the preliminary stage of the Love FM High Schools debate. From production here in Kumasi, we would like to say thank you for joining us on social media, on radio, and on TV. For now, all I can say is that bye-bye and